Willkommen zurück bei Lamplight City. Wir haben in der letzten Folge, sind wir in dieses Verbrechen hier reingestartet, den Einbruch in den Blumenladen, und haben dabei gezeigt, dass man durch das Fenster relativ einfach rein und wieder raus kann, ohne dass man das sehen kann.
It's a good view to be taking in, but we really should be getting a move on.
Genau, das sehe ich nämlich auch. Deswegen gehen wir jetzt wieder runter, um das Miss Hastings, oder wie sie heißt, das müsste der Trevor sein.
Trevor.
Evening, Cecilia. I've got the order ready to bring in.
Trevor, these are Detectives Fordham and Legere. They say there's been a report about the burglaries, and they're here investigating.
I only did it because I think it's been going on too long. As much as you want to, we can't handle this ourselves.
We can discuss the matter later. In the meantime, the detective would like a word with you.
I'll be needing to bring in the flowers first, if that's all right. Otherwise, some hooligan's likely to run off with them.
My partner will keep an eye on your flowers. Bill, would you mind?
Ah, the glamour of police work.
Now, Mr. Hastings, if I could ask you a few questions?
Go on, then.
Okay, das ist Mr. Hastings.
What can you tell me about the recent burglaries?
I wish Cecilia had contacted you a lot sooner. She's a damn fine woman. But sometimes I think she'd rather jump in a rose bush than ask for help. Had to take matters into my own hands. This needs taken care of, and we can't do it on our own, as much as Cecilia would like to. Anyhow, alls I know is someone's been making off with some flowers and leaving money behind. No idea who it could be, how they're getting in, or why they even bother paying. In my day, if you robbed a place, you did it the right way. It's a sad state of affairs when even burglars don't do their jobs correctly.
Do you have much experience with burglary, Mr. Hastings?
Now, I never said that, Detective.
Have you noticed anyone or anything suspicious around here recently?
Nothing but the usual roughnecks, ragamuffins, and drunkards. Like I said, it's a real mystery.
Mit dem kann ich mich richtig gut identifizieren hier mit dem.
Could you walk me through the process of your deliveries?
Of course. There's no great science to it. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, Cecilia gives me her list of flowers to pick up from the wholesalers. I head over to Gascone around sunset when they get their shipment, and I give them her order. They load up the crate, I pay for it, and then I lug it back here.
How long does that take?
Between moving the crate and getting it across the river on the ferry, a couple of hours. Usually the store's closed by then, so I use my key to get in and leave the crate inside for Cecilia to open in the morning. That's all there is to it. Told you it wasn't very complicated.
Do you ever leave the crate unattended during that time?
No, sir. Never more than a minute. I may be old, but I got good eyes. I'd see if there were anything amiss. Besides that, I check to make sure the crate is still sealed when I drop it off. I'm not about to let Cecilia down by being careless.
Okay.
How long have you been working for Mrs. Hanbrook?
Been about 10 years now, I reckon. I used to help with deliveries now and then when it was her and David, her husband. But after he passed, she offered to make me her assistant. Unfortunate way to get it, but I needed the work. Used to be I had a job at one of the airship yards, but they let me go after I was injured by one of those newfangled steam machines. So the offer came at a good time. Besides that, Cecilia needed looking after, even though she'd never admit it. If I'm being honest, we're both getting a bit long in the tooth. Not sure how much longer we'll be keeping this up, but as long as I'm upright and breathing, I'll be bringing these crates along, even if it is murder on my back.
I admire your work ethic.
I've got a job to do. Not enough people these days seem to respect that.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Hastings. I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it, Detective. If you don't mind, Detective, I still need to check the crate before I bring it in.
Of course. Thank you again for your help.
Okay, das heißt, der lässt die Kiste niemals unbeobachtet.
Learn anything?
Possibly. I may have an idea.
Ah, you're being cryptic. That's always a good sign. But if you've got a plan, let's talk about it.
Weil er bringt die Kiste rein. Er überprüft die. Wahrscheinlich in dem Moment, wo er hier wieder rausgeht und den Laden schließt, packt er dann, genau, wir hängen erstmal die Pflanze wieder auf.
Oh, thank you, Detective. That's quite decent of you.
Na klar. Wir haben ja auch kein Inventar, deswegen kann ich den Haken auch nicht mehr benutzen. Wahrscheinlich, wenn der wieder rausgeht, bricht oben einer ein und macht das. Aber wieso? Wieso
Got a
sollte
minute,
er das
Bill?
tun?
For you, Miles, I've got 5.
I've heard of honor among thieves, but have you ever known a thief to pay for stolen goods?
Perhaps conducting normal business is just too boring for him. Do you think he might be doing it for the thrill?
There could be any number of reasons. The best way to find out is to catch the culprit and ask him ourselves. What's your impression of dear old Mrs. Hanbrook?
I like her. Good old-fashioned, tough-as-nails Chumley woman. Reminds me of my mother.
Your mother was never quite so stubborn. Why do you suppose she's so reluctant to accept our help?
It's a chum thing, Miles. You wouldn't understand.
Any thoughts on Mrs. Hanbrook's assistant, Trevor?
Yes, I feel sorry for him.
Why? He seems to enjoy his work.
Nah, it's not that. He's obviously smitten with Mrs. Hanbrook, but she won't give him the time of day.
Das habe ich auch
What?
kurz gedacht.
You only saw him for a few moments. How in the ether did you get that impression?
Wie zum Äther.
The way he looked at her, the way he spoke when he confessed to contacting the police. Shall I go on?
No, that's fine. I see what you mean.
Really, Miles? You'd be surprised what you can learn from people if you just look at them.
Why bother doing that when I've got you to do it for me? Right. Based on what we've been told in our experiment, I can only conclude that our burglar is using the upstairs window to get into the shop.
So, what do you propose we do about it?
It's happened repeatedly over the past 3 weeks, on one of the delivery nights. Since it has yet to occur this week, and today is Friday, logic dictates it should be tonight.
So we settle in and wait to see if the burglar returns? Catch him in the act?
Exactly. It's our best chance of solving this before the trail goes cold.
And I was really looking forward to getting that drink at the Angel tonight, too.
I know, but it's as you said yourself. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Besides, forbearance is good for the soul.
Spoken like someone who truly has no idea how to have any fun.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it one of these days, especially with your expert tutelage.
Okay, let's go have a chat with Mrs. Hanbrook. I'm sure she'll be delighted to know we're spending the night.
Ja, ich meine...
Damn,
Ach, das ist
forgot to
schon-
bring my deck of cards again.
At least it's quiet up here. I'm surprised we didn't go deaf after the last time we did this.
What?
I said... Oh, right. Your sense of humor remains on point.
Miles, have you ever considered leaving all this behind?
What, you mean quitting the force?
The force, the city, going off and seeing what else is out there, you know?
I'd miss it too much. Wouldn't you?
I was thinking I might visit Harley out west. She makes it sound like a dream in her letters. Wide open spaces, fresh air. I know I'm a city boy and would probably miss New Britannia's filth and squalor after a week, but...
You should do it. A change of scenery never hurt anyone. Plus, it's much easier for you than it is for me. I've got a family to consider, after all.
Ah, right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, Bill. It's just... Shh.
I think I heard something.
Oh, wer ist denn da?
Oh, no!
Bill?
Oh,
Stop!
nö,
Police!
ey.
Damn it! He's got up the fire escape. We can corner him on the roof. Stay close and keep me covered.
Dein Hut.
Bill!
Oh.
Stay back, officer. I've got a knife. Ready your pistol, Fordham.
But you're too close!
I trust you, Miles. Your pistol, now! There's really no need for this, officer. I respect your desire to uphold justice. Mine is more important. If you let me go, I won't come back. And we can all forget this ever happened. Don't listen to this lunatic, Miles. Take your shot before things get worse.
Wir verhandeln.
Look, we've caught you red-handed. Put down the knife, let my partner go, and give yourself up.
No! I'm not going to jail. Do you know what they do to people in there?
Yes, I do. If you cooperate, I'll see if I can get the judge to ease your sentence.
I appreciate your tactics, Fordham, but this really isn't the time.
Ich kann doch nicht auf den schießen.
Come on, all you've really done is taken some flowers. You're not a killer. Don't make things worse for yourself.
You don't know anything about me. One thing's for sure. I'm not going to jail. So let me go free, or else your partner is going over the side. Fordham, this madman clearly can't be reasoned with. Take your shot, now!
Ich kann ihn ja nicht laufen lassen, aber ich befürchte, dass wenn ich schieße, dass ich meinen Partner treffe. Vor allem, weil er sich ja gerade schon so fast verabschiedet hat. Ah, das werde ich bereuen.
No! Bill! Oh, God! I am so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry.
Was hättet ihr denn gemacht? Drei Monate später.
Wake up, sunshine.
I thought that's what I called you.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Overdid it on the soporific. Why do I feel like I've had this conversation before?
I'm just glad you're in the mood to converse again. Seriously, you took so much of that snake oil last night, I was starting to think you wanted me quiet for good.
Oh, der ist jetzt in seinem Kopf.
It's no personal slight. I just need some quiet time, or I'll go insane.
I get it. We all need our space. I know it's not easy, but there's really no need.
Not easy. Bill, I've been hearing your voice since you died. You don't shut up unless I take that accursed medicine. I'd say that qualifies as a bit more than not easy.
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? You think I enjoy being trapped here, listening to you whine about how hard your life's become? You at least still have yours.
Boah, ist das scheiße. Aber was wäre denn passiert, wenn ich ihn hätte laufen lassen? Was hättet ihr denn gemacht? Hättet ihr den laufen lassen?
I'm losing my grip on reality, and it's all because of you.
Believe me, I know. It's not a pretty situation. But the bottom fact is, you're stuck with me. So you can either keep living this way and ruin your life even more than you already have, or you can do as I've told you and try to figure out a way to let me move on.
Ja, wir müssen den finden halt, ne? Aber...
Right. For the 1000th time, you want me to find the burglar from the flower shop.
Yes, exactly.
I still don't get how that's going to help.
I can understand your confusion, considering it was you who killed me. But the point remains. You wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place if not for him. Once the criminal has been caught and is in custody, we'll both get what we want.
Justice?
More than that, you'll have that elusive thing you always wanted to give others. Closure.
You do realize the trail's pretty much frozen at this point. Our man has seemingly vanished into the ether.
That's no excuse not to keep trying. I know the cases Upton's been giving you these past few months haven't been the most thrilling, but they've at least kept you active. So just keep at it. Something has to turn up eventually. Unless, of course, you want to wind up in Riverview Asylum. And if that happens, I'm really not going to keep quiet.
Fine.
Good man. Now, I suggest you stop talking to thin air, or Adelaide's gonna start wondering if you've gone mental. Or just maybe, she'll stop wondering.
Very funny.
Ja, wir haben ihn also quasi so als Stimme im Kopf. Seitdem, da ist auch Bills Hut.
You should have let me be buried wearing my hat. At least it wouldn't be gathering dust like it is now.
If I'd done that, it would be dust right now.
Heh, fair point.
Gyroskop.
I always like that self-portrait of Adelaide's mother, even if the eyes do always follow you around the room.
Vielleicht kann die da durchgucken. Frisierkommoden, Nachttisch, Bett.
Pretty, but I'm glad I don't have a sense of smell anymore. Wouldn't you say it's time for a change of clothes, Miles? You've been wearing that coat for who knows how long.
So? Addie gave it to me. Besides, it gives me character.
Right. Brooding detective in a long black coat. That's never been seen before.
What are you talking about, Bill?
Never mind. That's a fun little apparatus Adelaide got you. Very soothing.
Watching it spin long enough puts me right to sleep.
I'd say that's really more the soporifics doing.
Wahrscheinlich eher.
It's admirable just how organized Adelaide is. Maybe someday the same can be said about you.
Nee, ich denke nicht. Gut. Ich glaube hier drin ansonsten Plakat.
Adelaide's last performance. She could really bring the house down.
Okay, die ist anscheinend irgendwie so ein, weiß nicht, Sängerin oder sowas. Wir gehen erstmal raus. Mal gucken, was es sonst noch hier gibt. Das ist Adelaide.
Well, look who's awake. Ready to rejoin the living?
Very much so.
No.
You were talking in your sleep again.
Did I say anything interesting?
Do you ever?
You have to admit, she's got you there.
How are you feeling?
A touch groggy. I think I took a bit too much of the soporific last night.
That's what I thought. When you went for your after-lunch nap, you'd barely gotten breakfast down. I saved you some bread and cheese if you're hungry.
Thank you, but I haven't got much of an appetite.
You really should regulate your doses more carefully, love. I'm sure dull senses and an empty stomach aren't much help to your work. By the way, a message arrived via courier for you this morning. I put it on the table along with today's newspaper.
Thank you, dear.
Okay.
You remember how much time Adelaide had to spend convincing you to sit for this? At least these days, with ferrotype tech advancing the way it is, these portraits can be done in just a matter of minutes. I can see why Adelaide calls that plant Miles Jr. It's a spitting image.
Miles Junior ist die Pflanze. Wie geil ist das denn? Okay, Nachricht, das ist die Zeit. Wir lesen mal die Zeitung erst. Im Gedenken an die MS... Ey. Ich dachte, ich kann da reinzoomen. In Gedenken an die HMS Ligea. Das ist doch dieses Luftschiff, ne? War das doch. Am Dienstag vor genau 3 Monaten. Oh, okay, die ist anscheinend... ja. Ist anscheinend abgestürzt. Alle 300 Passagiere, auch, darunter auch Prince Harold, kamen ums Leben. Ah, okay. Welche Sabotage? Mhm. Dame der höheren Gesellschaft gestorben. Okay. Zweiter grotesker Mord stellt die Polizei vor ein Rätsel. Polizei von... Mal für denselben Bezirk, im Monat gleich, obwohl die Details, bla bla. Keine weiteren Details nennen. Also, wenn ihr das lesen wollt, gerne einfach kurz auf Pause drücken. Dann könnt ihr das lesen. Aber es ist da durch die Auflösung ist es nicht ganz so einfach zu lesen.
I'd love to see the look on Snelling's face if he ever found out you kept your old truncheon.
Bin ich noch im Polizeidienst? Oh, eigentlich schon, oder? Fordham. Ein großer Fall ist reingekommen, von dem ich glaube, dass er dich interessiert. Treffen Sie mich im Ruin Coffee House. Dann gebe ich Ihnen mehr Details. C. Upton. Ah, das ist, glaube ich, der Chef von uns. Weil also hier der Polizeihauptkommissar oder wie der heißt dann.
Upton says she's got a big case for me.
Does she go into any more detail than that?
No, but then you know Upton. Always on a need-to-know basis. Especially since she's been giving me these cases under the table.
To be fair, they haven't exactly been anything of note.
True, but she's still sticking her neck out for me. I can understand why she's so secretive about it.
I think she just misses having you around the station.
Ah, okay.
Poor Connie. With you quitting and me dying, she must be bored stiff at work.
Anyway, I'm supposed to meet her at the Ruin Coffee House. That can't be right.
It's not like Constance to make mistakes. She must have gotten in somehow.
Guess I'll head over there and see what she's got then.
Okay, das heißt, wir sind anscheinend nicht mehr im offiziellen Polizeidienst. Gut, das ist natürlich auch, wenn man so ein Schlafmittel nimmt, auch nicht wahrscheinlich ganz so gut. Aber anscheinend diese Upton besorgt uns immer noch mal wieder Fälle oder zieht uns zumindest noch mal mit dazu. Und ja, in der nächsten Folge werden wir dann in dieses Coffeehouse gehen um mal zu schauen, in welchen Fall wir denn da reingeraten sind. Vielleicht hat es was mit diesem Mord zu tun, der da gerade auch in der Zeitung stand. Ich bin mal sehr gespannt. Lasst mich gerne wissen, wie ihr das Spiel bisher findet. Gut, die Auflösung ist jetzt nicht ganz so die beste, aber ansonsten finde ich es bisher ja wirklich, zumindest von der Stimmung her, auf jeden Fall sehr cool. Ja, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge von Lamplight City. Ich bedanke mich wie immer recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen.